Welcome to Critical Thinking Assignment 1. In this video, you will learn about the key concepts for this assignment. What is critical thinking really? Believe it or not, you exercise critical thinking every single day. Critical thinking is all about making sure we have good reasons for our beliefs and being able to explain why we believe what we believe. How do we do that? To critically think, we have to look at all the possible meanings of a claim. We have to examine the significance of claims. Remember, claims are declarative statements that are true or false. So these are facts in which they're either true and they have a truth value, or they're false and they do not hold. Claims cannot be questions or commands. There are two parts of an argument. Arguments are an attempt to justify a belief. This belief is your conclusion, and it is supported with reasons known as claims or premises. In your everyday life, think about this morning. What are things that you asserted about yourself or about things around you? What conclusions have you drawn? How did you support those conclusions with reasons for your assertions? In arguments, we have two parts, a conclusion and a premise. A conclusion is what you are trying to prove or support. In an argument, you can only have one conclusion. A premise is the support that you provide for that conclusion. Conclusions can have many parts of support or many premises. In this assignment, you're going to be reading a case study. You're going to be analyzing the case study and using concepts from the assignment in application to the case study. On this slide, I prepared an example for you of a case study called Congressional Probe of the HHS Cyber Center Focuses on Leadership Shakeup. This is not the article that you will be using in your assignment. Here are some practical best steps for reading and analyzing a case study. First, we recommend that you print the case study so that you can hold it in your hands. Second, we recommend that you read the case study all the way through. After you've read it all the way through, take time to read each paragraph and summarize what the paragraph is about. For example, the first paragraph of this case study says, congressional investigators are examining whether leadership shakeup at HHS is having an adverse effect on the operation of a new cyber threat information sharing center at a time when the health sector is under increased ransomware threats. After reading this, it is approximately just one sentence, but I can probably summarize it in a few words in the margin to help me remember the main point of this paragraph. For example, I might write in the margin something like, leadership shakeup adverse effect. The next paragraph says the House Energy and Commerce City has been conducting an oversight investigation into the HHS Healthcare Cybersecurity and Communications Integration Center, following allegations of ethics violations against top HCCI leadership who were subsequently placed on temporary leave. What is the main point of this paragraph? What do I need to remember here? I might type something like, investigation of ethics violations, and so on. Do this for each paragraph to help you create a brief outline of what the case study is all about. Moving on. Following the reading of the case study for the assignment, you're going to be asked to apply analytical, contradictory, and synthetic statements. You will need to find an example of at least 2 of these in your assignment. As an overview, analytical statements are sentences that are true by definition. For example, elephants are animals. Cats are not fish. My brother is male. These statements are verifiable outside of experience. Contradictory statements, on the other hand, are sentences in which the sentence is false because of the way the words are defined. Elephants are not animals is an example of a contradictory statement. If we looked up the dictionary definition of elephants and the dictionary definition of animals, we would see that the definitions align, and therefore this statement is a contradiction. It is false. Following, cats are fish and man is a butterfly is also a contradiction. Synthetic statements are sentences that are true by experience. These are not statements that we could necessarily look up in a dictionary to discover their truthfulness. For example, my oldest cousin is female. The only way I would know if my oldest cousin was female is by meeting and experiencing my oldest cousin. My brother is tall. Again, my brother could be tall or short or somewhere in the middle, but I would only know that because I have experienced my brother to see that he is tall. As well as some cats eat wool. We cannot find this information in a dictionary. We can only find this information by experience. This concludes the wrap-up of concepts for Assignment 1 in critical thinking. If you have any questions, please reach out to your instructor. We're happy to help.